veg. It's just basically to help with their digestion. I think she's got a bit of apple there, and yeah, to provide the worthwhile vitamins that they need. Now, here at the zoo we do lots of enrichment, the same as with all our animals. We always say if you have any old perfume or colognes or spices knocking around, donate them here and we'll use them for loads of our different animals. We generally use them for scent marking, as a couple of weeks ago we sprayed Hugo Boss in one of the tigers' enclosures, and that basically encouraged them to spray. Now, it's the same with these guys. We might spray a bit of perfume on some of the trees, and that will encourage them to basically show their instinctive nature by sort of sniffing it, go, there's another funky European brown bear about. We better start marking our territory again to scare this one off. And so that's a really nice thing for these guys. Other things we do are exploratory puzzles, such as basically getting boxes and filling them with lots of hay and straw and some spices and fruit. And that means they really have to use their incredible sense of smell to be able to tell the difference between these spices and the actual fruit that they're looking for. And that encourages them to basically use their claws to get those open too. Now, these guys are both trained to basically make it easier to check up on them. So, oh sorry, can we not have any standing? Okay. And how we do this is basically point training. So we would get them to put their nose onto a marker, and then we would get them to open their mouth just so the keepers could have a look in their mouth, see how their teeth are doing. And it's the same with their paws. They have been trained to put their paws onto this marker just so they can check their claws and they can easily trim them. And this just prevents us having to get the vets around to give them anaesthetic, which could be dangerous to them because there's not 100% likelihood that they would wake up. And just makes it much more safe for them, much less stressful. And that's just one of the methods we use with these girls, because we don't want to stress them out in their old age. They're quite calm and they like just plodding along, really.
Lovely.
So as I said, in the wild, these guys are generally least threatened. The Syrian brown bear, not surprisingly, isn't doing as well as the European brown bear, well, with the war and everything. The population has been scattered. Some have moved into different countries. But hopefully, with the work of different charities, this population will start to increase. The European brown bear, on the other hand, is doing much better than the Syrian brown bear. And as I said, the only main threat is deforestation or the occasional, carcass poisoned by farmers. Try and get back at wolves or any other predator. And if these guys come along and eat it, well, that's the end of them. But generally, on the whole, it is good news for these guys because they are doing well.
Lovely.
That's basically the end of the bear talk. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me. And enjoy the rest of your day. Also, if you have any questions about the next talks or close encounters, then feel free to ask any of us in the green or purple tops. Thank you.
Did you say Fudge was the old